Hello, and it's a gorgeous day today. It sure seems like it's been exciting around here for the past several days. You know, there's some new energy hanging around, and at the same time, people still seem to be a little more relaxed about the shortening timeline. Drawing down on the new O-founders got me thinking about ONPASSIVE's disruptive nature and its business model. But you know what? Before I go there, let me just say that part of what seems to be competitive we call life. You know, the right job, keeping up with the Joneses and such, yada yada. It all appears to reinforce a winner-take-all mentality. But I am reminding you that the new paradigm is not like that at all. And so I'm going to repeat what I know so well and what Mr. Mufareh has said more than once. And that is that there is more than enough for everybody. There is more than enough food, there's more than enough abundance, and there's more than enough love. Yeah, more than enough of everything for everybody. To think our gain somehow limits others, limits their success or their money, is an old paradigm. It's a deception. The new energy, the new paradigm, is not about winners and losers. It's about winners and winners, especially with ONPASSIVE. So change the way you think to match that in everyday life. We all have the ability, and there will be no losers in this. ONPASSIVE affords us the opportunity to share and spread abundance throughout the world. So please keep this in mind as we talk a little here about the ONPASSIVE business model. It was developed by CEO Mr. Ash Mufareh, and it took a lot of work to develop and contained several elements: products, leadership, pay structure, corporate structure, technology, support, globality, legality, and of course, solutions. This means our model has real products, ethical leadership, a pay structure with math that works and makes sense, a corporate structure that is well-funded, debt-free, and fully licensed, technology that is new and superior, support that provides immediate or near immediate response, a global presence and functionality, completely legal, meaning we're legitimately licensed and registered, and we also provide real-world solutions for real-world marketing and business challenges. If you'd like to know a lot more about this business model, do a Google search on ONPASSIVE, the perfect solution. All right, believe it or not, I am not a marketer. When I first got into this thing, I was content with buying several positions for my family and friends and just sitting tight. Of course, that's when we all thought this was going to be a quick thing and it's going to be built and launched in a short window, less than 120 days, say. And launching that quickly for me, a non-marketer, wasn't about to allow me to build a team because I simply didn't know how. Besides that, I was somewhat lazy and I didn't want to spend that much time and energy at it. So, when you say that you're no good at recruiting and can't convince anybody, I get it, man. And that was me. But, again, believe it or not, I don't try to convince anybody of anything anymore. I share what I can, I answer questions if I can in a way that helps people get the big picture, and I point folks in a direction. And to my advantage, however, I am blessed with what seems to be a rather stratospheric view, so to speak, of ONPASSIVE and how that's a much bigger part of an even bigger picture, one that's got global implications. So I know ONPASSIVE is a done deal, and my heart is in ONPASSIVE's overall mission to lift humanity. And yes, that is an incredibly lofty goal. So my message, which points to ONPASSIVE as a way to fulfill it, is one of taking compassionate action that says, hey, the world is changing. The old sciences were wrong, and if you really want to be successful, no matter how you might define that, then get on board a company that has created the new, albeit radically unbelievable model that's going to provide the tools you need to be successful. ONPASSIVE ensures our success through sharing so we have more than enough to fill our own tanks in a way, and then use our abundance, our excess, to provide for others in quantities greater than we previously imagined. Okay, I know that sounds simple enough, right? Well, the problem is we've been brainwashed and we can't seem to believe that good things happen. We can't seem to have hope about possibility or even trust that correct, right, and even compassionate motivations exist and that the result of them is of a kind and generous nature. So let's try to understand the logic of what's happening. When we understand what ONPASSIVE is and what it's doing, we'll know we're on the right track. The only track that ensures our success and puts us on the receiving end of so much value it's going to affect the entirety of humanity in a very positive way. So, what is that track? What is ONPASSIVE? Well, in short, it's a marketing business. So marketing has to do with products and sales, and someone has to create and sell those products. As such, we can say marketing is a strategy with an end goal of selling products to customers in amounts sufficient to sustain the business. If not, guess what? The business failed and the kids go hungry. But before I head down that path, let me give you a little disclaimer of sorts. We can't guarantee the money you're going to earn because we don't know exactly what that's going to be. We have very good projections that we believe are really quite accurate, but we don't have a crystal ball showing us the exact numbers. Besides, doing that would be totally illegal. We do guarantee that we're going to make good, functional, and reliable products, and we guarantee a fair and ethical business model. So there it is. But I want each of us to know that ONPASSIVE has changed in the past few months, and that we have now more products and a great deal more potential for abundance than we did when we first started. As a result of that massive increase in value, we really can't say in good conscience anyway that if you come in as a founder and do absolutely nothing, you're going to be radically successful. Not anytime soon anyway. And by this, I mean we're expected to be active in the community and such, and if possible, to share ONPASSIVE, to pre-build our network. More than that, we're expected to pay the first month's subscription because that gets all the products and services activated for you, which includes the marketing and the traffic. Once done, it's fully expected that the monthly subscription will be paid for you from the profits that ONPASSIVE shares with you as commissions. But hypothetically, could we be successful if we didn't lift a finger and didn't pay the first month's subscription? Yes. But we'd be limited to free products, so our organic growth would be severely stifled. You may see some growth, but I wouldn't count on it. And I suppose somebody else could pay the subscription for us, or we'd do our own recruiting, or we could get really lucky with the company putting some customers in, or even overflow from the sponsor. But I certainly wouldn't count on those things, and if they did happen, it would take a lot longer than any of us would want to be successful. The idea is to make money and to make lots of it fast if we can. So jump in, find a way to pay the subscription when you need to, and let's start the process. And by the way, if you are a business owner, using our products can save you tens of thousands of dollars and more and a whole lot of time. If you're a founder or reseller, our products can produce tens of thousands of dollars and more and let you keep a whole lot of your time. In either case, sharing ONPASSIVE to pre-build your network, to pre-build your customer base can affect your commission income absolutely exponentially. And here's what Mr. Mofara says about us. Quote, "You pay and you own the world. That's it. That's what ONPASSIVE is. Everything you need to communicate, to learn, to educate, to earn, to connect with the world, to promote your business to any activity that goes around your daily life, today's life, is already in ONPASSIVE. Once you make that payment, the light goes on." Now, that said, we're talking about being on track, remember, with ONPASSIVE as a marketing business, and we can say that marketing is a strategy for selling products to customers in amounts sufficient to sustain the business. If not, the business is going to fail and we all go hungry. Well, if you're a founder with ONPASSIVE, you should know that we're in pretty doggone good shape right now, and there's a lot of things going on that potentially can make us very rich. But how many of us really know how it works and knows what it means when we say ONPASSIVE is disruptive and it's going to reduce the current model to an outdated, unsustainable has-been? So let me explain that. A disruptive business brings out, it introduces a new concept into the marketplace, usually a crowded marketplace, where it gains the attention or the respect of consumers. In ONPASSIVE's case, that marketplace is the entire online space. Now, rather than wiggling itself into a niche, right, a place alongside competitors, A disruptive company creates a new market that challenges the other companies to follow suit or risk getting left behind in the marketplace. In ONPASSIVE's case, we've developed a new market using a suite of 50 or more products on a delivery platform that we are guaranteeing to be fully functional and reliable. And it's important to know that these tools and services are and have been created from scratch, developed with superior technology, completely integrated to work with each other seamlessly, automated through the use of AI, in particular machine learning, much less expensive than any like product currently available. They're all under one roof and completely owned and controlled by ONPASSIVE. That's why we're disruptive, because no one else on the planet has what we have. ONPASSIVE will replace not only current online marketing products, but it replaces the online marketing model, and you won't have to go anywhere for anything. And as a business owner, on our platform, you're going to be able to fill in your website name, which is your online identity, and in a few clicks, it's brought right into ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE is going to create and manage that site, market your products, bring in traffic, convert sales, and put money in your wallet automatically. It makes no difference what your product is as long as it's legal and ethical. If you don't have a business, then you can choose your new domain, your new online identity, and in a few clicks, ONPASSIVE is going to allow you to become a reseller of ONPASSIVE's products, and using them, ONPASSIVE will create your business website, manage it, market its products for you, bring in traffic, convert sales, and put your money in your wallet automatically. And it actually does a whole lot more than that, but I'm really keeping it simple. And just in case you're wondering about how easy it'll be, if you can log on to a website, then you're going to be able to work your ONPASSIVE business. Every page is going to have help areas, icons, buttons, chats, hover-overs, pop-ups, all sorts of things that are going to make it incredibly easy for you to do, or it's going to do it for you, period. So whether you have a business or not is irrelevant. If you choose not to be a founder, you're going to have to wait until we launch to join. And trust me, that's probably not going to be your best choice, but you'll be successful with ONPASSIVE either way. As a founder, a position only available in pre-launch, you're able to pre-build your network. You're able to start building your customer base right now for free. Once the founder fee is paid, which is only for the position, meaning it doesn't pay for a subscription, using the GoFounders platform doesn't cost you a dime. And when you start adding members to your team, you'll have customers paying subscriptions that earn you commissions from day one. When you add a few customers to your team in pre-launch, that's going to kickstart your team because of the work that ONPASSIVE is going to do for you in pre-launch and in post-launch. Rest very assured, this radically new business model and its products have been built from the ground up, and nothing like ONPASSIVE has ever been seen before. If you need it, ONPASSIVE has it. Because of that, as an artificial intelligence information technology giant, we're going to be joining the likes of Google, Facebook, and Amazon, but our digital infrastructure is bigger, and our solutions have AI woven right into them for complete automation, and we ensure your success. If you're not a founder, you need to be. Do not miss out on this opportunity. Look where we were when you first looked at us, and look at us now. We're a huge business, a business housing at least 50 businesses automated and integrated seamlessly. And we're fast approaching 750,000 founder members. If you really can't see it, that's fine. You can join after launch and still do okay. But you will never, ever be an ONPASSIVE founder or achieve what the ONPASSIVE founder will achieve. And you will regret that for the rest of your life. So please, if you have already been invited to join, get back to the person and join that team. If not, I'm inviting you, and we would be blessed to have you join our team. Just click the link in the description box below, sign up, and let's get started on your team and your future. Thank you so much for tuning in here, and know that we wish only blessing and blessing for you, for your family, and for your future.